Ladies and gentlemen, a game that everyone has been waiting for with bated breath has arrived. Game so important, MKA managed to change their schedule because it's not every day you get to host a final. That's right, it is the Prep B Finals here at Van Brunt Field, where your MKA Cougars take on the Gill St. Bernard's Knights. My name is Ian Tratner, you are watching MKA TV, and I am super excited to bring you this. Calling a championship game is something that you don't get to do a lot in your career as a broadcaster, whether professional or amateur like this. But it's something that I will forever look forward to. Might as well give you a quick rundown on the teams. MKA 12-5-1, currently ranked number 12th in the state. Gill St. Bernard's currently 9-8-1. MKA and the GSB have quite a history, especially in this competition. Prep B finals last year. Prep B finals last year, MKA beat this team 2-0. Last year in the state finals, MKA lost 2-0. 2 years ago in the state finals, MKA lost 4-1. Same in the preps 2 years ago as well, MKA lost 2-1. Again, a bit of a history between these teams, kind of famous for meeting in major events such as this one. MKA coming off of a 3-1 loss to West Orange, no shame in that. They're currently ranked number 4 in the state. And however, before that, they won 11 straight and conceded only around 4 goals over that entire stretch. So obviously some high hopes for this MKA team. And with that out of the way, I'm going to take a quick break until the action starts. looks like the action's about to get underway. Not much of a student section right now, but that's because classes are technically still in session. I have a special exception, though. We are good. Starting this off here, I believe that is Giancarlo Sanchez for the Knights in the center there. We are just waiting on the referee's whistle. Looking around. Whistle blows, time starts up. Sanchez sends it back to goalie Felipe Zumbada, passing that one up, taking on that far wing, originally by MKA. Carlos Cesaro lets that one roll out of bounds. Quick throw in here for GSB. Cesaro, get in to Sanchez, gives it over to Brandon Ferreira. Sanchez pass that one forward. Jan Hania runs out and collects that one easily. Hania, a senior Harvard commit, distributes short to Wes Naruki. Naruki into the center with Max Ludlow. Ludlow back over to the far wing, Braden Keegan on that back line. The senior passes this one up. Looking for Nick Carrascosa, headed away there by Derek Palmieri. That's going to be a quick throw here for MKA. Throw here taken by Noah Cesario. Cesario quick in, looking for Carrascosa, blocked out by, I believe that was Ferreira. And MKA got another throw with Cesario. Throw here intended for Nitai Metastanley. Nitai dribbles around, can't quite get around Andrew Smith. Cleared out there by Palmieri. Running onto it, Naruki. The pressure from Robbie Judd. Naruki leaves it for Jan. Hania in net, now passes it off to that far wing with Keegan. Keegan, 25, trying to pass it up to Ludlow. Ludlow gets it under pressure. Forces pass out there to Naruki. Naruki through the center. 25 laterals it over to Keegan. Keegan on that far wing under pressure from Judd. So right back to Naruki. A lot of back and forth here. There's this one up to Carrascosa in midfield. Carrascosa beats Palmieri there. Can't quite beat him, but they're calling a foul on Palmieri, and MKA get the free kick from about midfield. Hania tries to pass this one in, can't quite find a head, now taken by Gustavo Rosen. Rosen plays it back out to midfield with Naruki. Naruki now down to Solomon Lucas. Lucas plays it over to Rosen. Rosen back to Keegan. Keegan running through, trying to pass this one forward, deflected out there by GSB. Back into Lucas. Lucas to Carrascosa, running out there, Zumbado to stop him. Felipe Zumbado with some incredible awareness there. And GSB have clean possession. Zumbado boots this one up. That one's going pretty far, headed forward there by Hunt. Hunt and Jackson Murray both run after it. Let that one go out of bounds. Last touched by GSB. MKA get the throw. Hunt throwing over to CJ DK. DK with the header, gives it over to Rosen. Rosen under pressure, kicked out there by Cestaro. Judd clears this one up. Off the head there of Murray. Now collected by Keegan of MKA. Keegan under pressure from Judd. Keegan changes direction. Passes one up the wing to Hunt. Hunt still skirting that far sideline. That pass intended for Rosen out of bounds. That's going to be a throw in here for GSB. Zumbado collects a net, ranging out of his box at about the 20. Battles that one over to Smith. Andrew Smith charging up the wing. Plays it in midfield with Panetta. Panetta plays it right back to Smith. Now back with Panetta. Panetta under pressure from DK. That's a foul. And that's going to be a free kick here from GSB taken by Zumbado. Zumbado waiting around about the 40. Boots this one forward, looking into the box. Headed away there by MKA. That was Max Ludlow on the header. Played in there by Harry Morrow. And that shot goes awry, not even troubling Jan, and that's out of bounds. MKA get the goal kick. Anya plays it short to Keegan, plays it across there now on this near wing with Naruki. Naruki waits, trying to beat Judd. Plays it back over to that far wing with Keegan. Keegan now. Under a bit of pressure, boots this one up, looking for Rosen. Rosen manages to corral it, keeps it in. That far wing skirting that sideline gives it back over to Keegan. Keegan trying to play wing to wing, looking for Kosa on this near wing. Nick collects, plays it back there to Cesario. Cesario up to Lucas. Lucas under pressure, plays it down to Kosa. Kosa charging in, fouled down there by Palmieri, and that was flagrant at best. Pretty clear foul, pretty clear free kick. And MKA, as I said, is going to have that free kick from just outside of the box. On up the wall right now, Sanchez and Ferreira for GSB. Kosa takes it from about the 5-yard line, just outside of the box. Zimbato giving directions to the wall. Kosa readies himself, into the box it goes. DK can't quite get a clean head on it. Rebound falls to Rosen. Rosen just outside of the box, under pressure there from Bodie Godfrey Ryan. Gives back Kosa. Kosa trying to boot that one in, blocked. Long pass shot, I'm not sure, but either way, it is way out. Great opportunity there from the Cougars, however. Just couldn't quite capitalize on the position they had. Zimbato rolls it short. I believe that is Mary now with Panetta. Panetta running through midfield under pressure from DK. Playing it down this near wing, looking for Ferreira. Ferreira can't collect and taken by Cesario. Cesario for MKA, gives it back to Hania. Hania boots this one way up, headed forward there by Panetta. Collected by Ludlow of MKA, under pressure from Judd. Rosen trying to get it, can't quite get it cleanly, now taken by Thomas Hunt, however. Hunt under pressure from Morrow as he approaches into the wing. Plays it into the box. Nitai can't quite run onto it. Cleared out there by Andrew Smith. And GSB get possession. Never mind. Braden Keegan on the interception, playing it into midfield with Lucas. Lucas now playing it up to Kosa. Plays a 1-2 quick. Lucas now under a heavy pressure, still managing to keep it. Solomon Lucas driving into the box. Andrew Smith committing what I think is a foul, and what they're also calling a foul, and time is stopped. That was one of the more obvious fouls. GSB is kind of being free with these. It's going to be another, that's going to be a penalty here for MKA. Nick Kosa going to take it. Kosa lines up for the penalty against Zumbato. We're waiting. Crowd falls mostly silent. Bated breath. Zumbato readies himself. Nick looks ready. Whistle is blown. The run up and goal, MKA! Nick Kosa converts the penalty, and the Cougars have a early 1-0 lead off of a pretty flagrant foul by GSB. Nick Kosa converting a beautiful spot kick there. Keeper was diving, and it did not matter to him. Restart now with GSB. Sanchez takes it from the center. Ball is live. Sanchez passes it back. Zimbato clears this one up. Bit of a low clearance. He's got a lot of power behind it. Down by Hunt. Now taken by Rosen on that far wing under pressure from Sestaro, I should say. It's going to be in now for MKA. Taken by Panetta in midfield for GSB. Now this swing to Godfrey Ryan. Godfrey Ryan up to Ferreira. Cesario trying to make the tackle, can't quite do it. Now taken by Sanchez. Sanchez plays it back to Ferreira. Wing tackled down there by Wes Naruki. Now on this near wing is Kosa. Kosa beats his defender. Chipping this one up, looking for someone in the center into no man's land, however, and Zumbato collects. Zumbato now plays that one over to Cesaro. Cesaro now to Morrow. Over to Harry Finn, I believe. Zumbato and net. So down this near wing to Godfrey Ryan. Godfrey Ryan with a bit of room to run. Coming in, however, Solomon Lucas. He's trying to give pressure. Intercepted by Wes Naruki on the attempted pass to Judd. As the midfield is played. Morrow plays it back. Keegan clears that one way out. Zumbato's going to have to collect in his box. Now with Panetta. Panetta through the middle under pressure from DK. Pass it over to this near wing now with Godfrey Ryan. Under pressure from Lucas. Is it there to Sanchez. Sanchez trying to play it up there to Ferreira on this near wing. Can't quite get there in time, and MKA get the throw. Cesario now on the throw. Looking for DK, can't find his head, finds the back of Godfrey Ryan's head instead. Now taken by Ferreira. Ferreira plays it up to Judd. Tackle there by Ludlow. Ludlow now passing it up this wing, looking for a running Nitai. Nitai can't get there first. Manages to get Smith out of the way. Now taken by Finn. Finn to Zumbato. Nitai still giving chase. Zumbato clearing this one up, not very far over. Eventually collected by Solomon Lucas. Lucas plays a 1-2 with DK. Chipping this one in, looking for either a running Karaskosa or Nitai. Can't find either. Cleared out there by Godfrey Ryan off the pressure from, I believe that was Karaskosa. Cesario now to take the throw. My apologies. Quick in now. Karaskosa plays it in. DK can't quite capitalize, however, and MKA forced to regroup in midfield. Now taken by Keegan on that far wing. Chase it past one defender, plays it over to a stretched out Gustavo Rosen who can't quite collect. Midfield now. Sanchez plays it over to, I believe, that Godfrey Ryan. Ryan under pressure. Passes back to Sanchez. Sanchez trying to get it up to Ferreira, playing it back, cleared out by Naruki. Barely kept in by Karaskosa. That's now finally out, and MKA get the throw. Taken by Cesario. My apologies. Cesario now playing it in. A couple of headers corralled in by Ludlow. Ludlow back to Cesario on this near wing. Plays it up, deflected off of Ferreira, falls to the feet of Ferreira once again, now taken by Judd. Judd now collects. MKA now collects. On the corner there was Karaskosa. MKA get the throw here off of that possession. Ferreira now intercepts that throw under pressure from Karaskosa, and Cesario loses it back. However, Sanchez intercepts now. Judd up to Sanchez. No pressure from Naruki. Edging over that far wing, I believe. I can't quite tell who that is, actually. Chipped up now. Falls to Panetta. Now under pressure from DK and Ludlow. Ludlow, good physical tackle there. No foul. Karaskosa collects in midfield. Plays it over to Cesario on this near wing. Cesario now centers-ish to Lucas, who gives it right back to Cesario. Cesario now plays it back and centers to Keegan. Keegan charging forward. Charging over to that far wing, trying to get it through to Rosen. Can't. That's collected back by GSB. Pressure there. Max Ludlow managing to win it back for MKA. Naruki now on the center, plays it over to the near wing, looking for Karaskosa. Karaskosa collects under pressure from Godfrey Ryan. Karaskosa bounces it off of Godfrey Ryan's face, and that's going to go out of bounds for an MKA throw. It's got to be one of the more creative ways I've ever seen someone try to get a throw in. Throw here looking for Nitai, headed forward into no man's land, collected there by Finn. Cleared out, now taken by GSB. Through the center goes Sanchez. Sanchez passed it off. Back to Sanchez, under pressure from Lucas. Solomon Lucas trying to work some of his defensive efforts in there. Can't quite get it cleanly, however. That's going to be a foul. out for the free kick. GSB, I can't quite tell who that is. Booting this one up, that is Harry Finn, I believe. Misses everyone's head. It is in, and saved there by Hania. Another save by Hania off the shot by Smith. Okay, still trying to get this one out. Chip shot is out of the way of Hania. But Jan doing some artillery saving maybe 2 or 3 in a row. And that's going to be a corner, I suppose, for GSB. Sanchez lines up for the corner. Pretty much the entire GSB team is in that back corner. Three guys, 2 guys in the center and 1 guy basically in front of Jan. Charging in, they all go into the safe hands of Hania. It does not matter. It helps when you're 6'7" and Jan, I guess. Again, MLS Next player, Harvard commit for soccer. It's a quality player we've got. Distributes off to Keegan. Keegan playing up the wing to there to Hunt. Now down that far wing, he runs, trying to charge it in. Dispossessed, taken back over by DK. DK gives it, tries to give it out, and that's cleared out by GSB. Rolling out of bounds there. MKA get the throw. Taken header forward by DK. Rosen trying to collect on that far wing, skirting the sideline. That was a pretty obvious handball. I'm not sure by who. Calling that one by GSB. But yeah, I saw that from here. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I absolutely did. By the way, Carrascosa now lines up from about the 38. Into the box. That's got an opportunity. Headered out there by GSB. Keegan collects, however, on this near wing. Under heavy pressure, trying to beat his man. Manages to not beat his defenders, but falls down in the process. Not sure if they're calling a foul or something. Nope, no foul, just a goal kick as that ball goes out of bounds. Short. Zumbato. First up, quick substitution here. Matthias Lehrman on for MKA, coming off CJDK. Zumbato plays it short there to Finn. Back to Zumbato in the goalie box. Sophomore waits. Delivers pretty high, pretty far kick. Headed forward by the rookie. Ludlow trying to find the ball, corralled in. Now MKA with possession. Kicked out there off of Robbie Judd, and MKA get the throw. Cesario now to take the throw. Fakes one. For a long throw here, headed away by Panetta. Now taken by Panetta. Ferreira, taken now by Carrascosa of MKA, plays it through to Nitai, trying to play it off of someone to give it to Carrascosa, but that is whistled down for a foul on MKA. All right, sure. Zumbato now lines up from, again, about the 39. I feel like we just saw this. Putting this one forward now. Jan into his hands, has to jump for that one. If he didn't get it, it might have been scary. But quick run there. Carrascosa heads it forward to himself. Carrascosa now all alone, basically. Low shot, can't find the corner. Love the idea there from Carrascosa, just couldn't find the placement there. It's all alone, he just took the long shot, couldn't find it. Zumbato plays it quickly out now. Not quite sure who that is. Either way, he hits it off of Coach Leather, and that's going to go out of bounds. MKA on the throw. Hunt now on the throw here. Looking for Nitai, can't find him, and that's now taken by Finn of GSB. Pass in the center, intercepted there by MKA, and now taken by Lucas. Lucas trying to play it forward, deflects right off the feet of his defender, and GSB have it back. Sanchez plays it up. Now with Morrow. More up to Judd. Cleared out there by Wes Naruki. Karaskosa manages to beat a sliding defender for MKA. Playing this one up, looking for a darting Rosen on that far wing. Rosen into the box against Cestaro. Rosen charging around, trying to play it, trying to center, cleared out, however, by Sanchez. Cleared back in by Keegan, but that's into absolute no man's land, and Zimbato collects. Zimbato, pass off to Palmieri. Under pressure from Nitai, forces him to pass it back to Zimbato. Plays this one up, back to Palmieri. Centers to Moro. On the far wing with Cestaro. Under pressure from Rosen. Cestaro now trying to pass this one up and through into no man's land, however, and Keegan collects, gives it back to Hania. Hania boots this one up, looking for the head of Karaskosa, headed out instead by Cestaro. Karaskosa managing to collect, barely. Karaskosa working his way around a couple defenders. Beats one cleanly there, trying to play it into Nitai. Bounces off of Nitai's leg, and that's going to go into the hands of Zimbato. Okay, maybe not a spoiled offensive chance, but one that just never got the opportunity to get going. Cestaro now on that far wing. Forward intercepted there by Keegan, cleared up and falls to the feet of Nitai, whistled down. A free kick there now with Zimbato of GSB. Palmieri down this near wing. Palmieri out of Ferreira. We're under pressure from Cesario, and now with Lucas back to Palmieri. Ferreira can't beat Keegan, and now that's taken out by Cesario. Okay, now Cesario playing into the middle with Nitai. Nitai leaves it for Matias. Learman trying to play this one up to Karaskosa. Can't find him cleanly. Palmieri. Quick throw in here for GSB. Finds Smith. It's on this near wing, centers to Harry Finn, who was facing the wrong direction. Finn on this far wing. Trying to chip this one up, finding Judd. Instead finds the head of Keegan for MKA, now collected by Matias. Matias now centers to Ludlow. Ludlow plays it to Lucas, still in that midfield circle. Playing it up to Karaskosa on this near wing. Karaskosa leaves it for Ludlow. Back to Karaskosa under heavy pressure. Gives that one for Ludlow, chips that one in, trying to find a running someone. Zimbato collects first for GSB. Plays it out to that far wing now. Cestaro centers to Panetta. Now with Ferreira. Ferreira under pressure from Cesario, loses it. MKA back with possession. Naruki now to Lucas. Lucas over on this near wing with Cesario, now to Naruki. Naruki trying to play it forward. A risky pass there to Keegan, but MKA managing to corral. Learman running up that far wing, gives it over to Rosen. Rosen almost trips on the ball there, and just turned into a bit of skill move, trying to play it coast to coast to Karaskosa, headed forward by Palmieri. Karaskosa collects into the box, punched away by Zimbato. Felipe Zimbato with a split-second choice. He'll rob MKA of a goal. Substitution here once again for MKA. Coming off is Nitai Stanley. Coming on is CJDK. Rounds of applause here from the gathered crowd. It's going to be a lot bigger in about 5 minutes when everyone gets out of class. Hunt now. Gives it Karaskosa on that far wing. Plays it over to Learman. Learman rushing into midfield. Chipping it up, trying to find someone into no man's land, however. GSP trying to collect. Whistle is blown. Foul is called on MKA. Panetta with a quick restart. Now taken by Palmieri. Palmieri trying to get a pass off to Ferreira, out of bounds, however. MKA get possession. Up, and here comes the entire crowd. Cesario. His throw beats the head of Ferreira, but can't beat the defenders of GSB, and that one's out of bounds. Quick throw here for GSB. Palmieri. Header down by Lucas. MKA back with possession. Learman now centers to Ludlow. Ludlow's pass block. It's deflected off of Sanchez, trying to play it back for GSB, instead finds the feet of Keegan, and the entire student section is here. Jesus Christ. Lehrman to Naruki, over to Keegan, and there's just more people every time I look backwards. Do you want to help? DK now plays it up to Rosen. Rosen, long shot, can't find his mark. Good effort there from the junior, but can't quite capitalize. This is just swarm after swarm of people. There's so many of them. Zimbato now in net. Going forward. Zimbato still waiting. So to Finn. Finn on that far wing. Playing into Sanchez, who trips. Oh, it's a bit tripped up. Now taken by Lucas of MKA. Give it to Carrascosa, gives it right back to Lucas. It's an open opportunity. Plays it off for Carrascosa on that far side of the box. Plays it up and in over everyone's head. Lucas manages to collect. He appears to be everywhere right about now. Cleared out there by, I believe that is Michael Marino. And MKA get the throw. And a student section. Quick throw here. Rolls out of bounds off of, I believe that was Sestaro. Okay, now once again with possession. Throw here, I think that's Hunt. Now taken by Lehrman, out of bounds off of him, and that's going to be another throw in for GSB. Intercepted there by Keegan, right back intercepted by Marino. Now taken by Rosen above MKA. Rosen trying to play it through, can't get past Finn, who clears it out. That clearance falls to Ludlow of MKA. Now to Naruki. Back to Ludlow on that far wing. Centers to Naruki, now ranging over to this near wing. Got the 40-yard line, laterals over to Keegan. Keegan ranging forward at the 45, he chips this one forward, looking for Cesario on this near wing. Headed to the center, DK can't quite collect cleanly, cleared out there by Andrew Smith of GSB. That one's gonna roll out of bounds, way further back than MKA would have liked. Substitution here for MKA, coming off is Solomon Lucas, coming on is Noah Glossifer. Throw here for MKA, taken by Cesario. Headed forward by Ferreira, now with Judd. Still a bit of a header battle. Keegan runs forward to clear it out of MKA territory. Taken now by Finn, however, of GSB. Now with Rosen of MKA. Reception. Rosen trying to play it past his man. Falls down in the process, and they're going to call foul on Ferreira. Hania to take the free kick. Boots this one forward. A bit too far left to actually do any damage. Headed away by Keegan. Finn can't get onto it, and that's going to be a goal kick for GSB. Played out now to Palmieri. Here down the wing to Ferreira. Back to Palmieri. Booted up and into the center. Off the head of Sanchez. Whistled down off of a foul on Noah Glossifer. Quickly played by Sanchez. Sanchez to Ferreira. Ferreira long balls this one. Single bounce, and Jan easily collects for MKA. And he gives it out to now Thomas Hunt. Hunt playing out the wing to Rosen. Rosen can't beat his defender. Hunt still battling for it against Jackson Murray. Murray now runs in. Pressure from Ludlow. Judd. Now back to Sanchez. GSB trying to get off the push going. Pineda. We're on this near wing now with Ferreira. Ferreira looks for a long shot. Bouncer easily saved there by Jan. Safe hands of Hania will never let you down. Anya. Just out of his goalie box. Into that little, like, tip. Tips it up. That's up a long shot looking for DK. Headed forward by DK, now taken by Smith. Smith now to Ferreira of GSB. GSB under pressure from Cesario. Ferreira and Cesario both racing for it. Carrascosa somehow in the mix. Cesario gets it and just give it over to Carrascosa, and I realized I didn't point the camera at the action. Carrascosa now against Sanchez. And play it in the center, taken back by Panetta of GSB. To Sanchez. Philosopher trying to battle for it. So is Cesario, the two Noahs. Ooh. Nutmeg of Robbie Judd there from Cesario. Center now with Keegan. Keegan now. Over to that far wing with Hunt. Hunt centers to Naruki. Naruki now to Glossifer. Glossifer trying to play it up to Ludlow. Can't find him. Centers now with Marino. Marino passes it back to Smith. Smith to Marino. Now to Panetta. Panetta under pressure from DK, forced to give it off to Smith. Smith down this wing to Palmieri. Palmieri back to Smith. GSB now with Zimbato. Ranging out of his net about the 20. So on that far wing to Finn. Finn centers back with Zimbato, still way out of his net, about the 25-yard line at this point. Boots this one way forward, looking for Ferreira. Finds him, but also finds Noah Cesario. That's going to go out of bounds off of MKA. GSB get the throw with about 10:30 left to go in this half. Whistle blown. Substitutions on the field here for MKA and GSB. Off it for GSB is Sestaro. Coming on is Godfrey Ryan. Coming on for GSB also Robbie Judd. Coming on, I believe that is Julio Zemanuski. On for MKA is Neetime and Stanley. Zemanuski can't get the header off. Naruki's going to leave that one for Jan. Anya collects. Under 10 minutes remain in this half. Distribute short to Naruki on this near wing. He plays this one up to Ludlow. Ludlow under pressure. Trying to pass it off to Keegan. Keegan up that near wing, that far wing. To Hunt. Hunt trying to play it to someone. Carrascosa, I believe, and that's just going to go out of bounds instead. Quick throw here for GSB. Ferreira. Under pressure from Ludlow. Ludlow managing to win that, cleared out by Hunt. DK trying to run on. DK runs on successfully, headers it forward for himself, cleared out there by Smith. Taken by Godfrey Ryan. Smith on the near wing centers and passes it back to Zimbato. Zimbato boots this one up, and away from everyone into goalie box. Hania collects. And pressure from Ferreira. Picks it up to avoid that pressure. Quick distributes off to Keegan. Keegan on that far wing. Charging forward under pressure. Into sneak a pass into Learman. Learman over to Hunt, skirting that sideline. Learman boots this one up. Carrascosa. Okay, now have an offensive opportunity. Beats his man. Can't beat the goalie there. Low shot is deflected away. Okay, trying to regain possession. Sanchez plays this one up. Keegan interferes with that one, and that's going to be MKA possession once again. Naruki now on that far wing. Centers with Learman, back onto that far wing with Carrascosa. Back to Learman. Tia's trying to play this one backwards, intercepted, however, by GSB. Sanchez runs forward. Falls down on the tackle from Carrascosa, and I believe they're going to call that one a foul. Boos from the crowd here. You can probably hear them if I stop talking. Zimbato. Sets up from about the 41-yard line. Waits a little bit, boots it forward. The box it goes. Hania makes another jumping catch to clear the danger. Jan plays this one up to Ludlow. Ludlow with a lot of room in front of him. Under pressure now from Smith. Ludlow just plays it off to Matias. Matias trying to battle through. Gives up to Ludlow. Can't get the shot off. Palmieri was in the way. Cleared out there by Godfrey Ryan. That shot, or that opportunity by Max Ludlow is going to be something that people are going to remember. One of the bigger what-ifs of this game. As Max comes off, now replaced by Solomon Lucas. Throw in here, on that far wing, gives it over to Karaskosa. Karaskosa battling against some defenders. Can't beat two. Now cleared out by GSB, follows the feet of Keegan. Keegan beats a defender. Reacting from the crowd here. Looking for Nitai, cleared up by Palmieri. Looking for it there, Rizmanowski and Lucas. Lucas absolutely playing some physical ball here against Rizmanowski. Rizmanowski, I should say. No cards yet. Not sure where or who possession is going to be on. Oh, nope, here comes a card, or at least a booking.
That's not a card.
Booking, and there's the yellow card there for Solomon Lucas as Max Ludlow immediately comes back on. I couldn't quite see the play. There's kind of a thrash in my way. The foul is not at the spot where he's taking the free kick. That foul was back over at the 40, and now it's at the 50. I don't understand. Cheers from the crowd trying to rattle Finn here. Looks to be maybe successful, maybe not, as... Whoa, okay. Smith falls down off of some aggression from MKA. I believe that was Cesario. I realize I did not stop my clock during that entire foul segment. For that, I am sorry. Ania in net. Fakes to play it up. Now it's looking for Cesario on this near wing. A bit of short distribution. Right, beats Rizmanowski. Ludlow to Nitai. Nitai beats his defender. Palmieri, however, trying to get back in. Cesario plays it up to Nitai. Nitai under pressure from Finn. Menace Stanley along that wing. Cleared out by Finn. A throw in here for GSB. Sure. Now played up here by Smith. Smith running through the middle. Passes that one up to Panetta. Panetta over to Marino. Marino on that far wing looking for Godfrey Ryan. The MKA offensive zone, that pass shot thing. I think it was a pass that got deflected. Collected by Hania. MKA have clean possession. 4 minute 30 left to go in this half. It's a wonderful fall day, maybe a bit cloudy, but looks spectacular here on the pitch. As Hania boots this one forward. DK and Panetta both go for the header. They both miss, and they both fall down, and that's going to be a free kick for GSB. Four minutes remain. Zimbato. Surprising lack of noise from the student section off this free kick. Boots this one forward. Headed out there by Ludlow, falls to the feet of Karaskosa. Karaskosa still trying to collect on this near wing. Plays it in to a darting Ludlow. Ludlow now, some room to run. Plays it in, Palmieri can't, oh no, Marino gets down with it. Leaves it for Zimbato, and MKA give up the offensive opportunity now with possession now with GSB. Zimbato, just one up to Godfrey Ryan. Now with Finn, Zimbato, ranging way out of his net once again. He's basically at the 30 at this point. DK running forward to charge him. That header is way out of the reach of a very far jumping Jackson Murray. Harris Costa trying to collect for MKA on that side, pushed over, and that's going to be a foul on GSB. 2:45 left to go in this half. MKA up 1-0 off of a penalty by Nick Carrascosa. Ania looking to take this free kick from 39, basically skirting that far sideline. Ania takes some time. Boots this one up and way forward. Header down by Keegan, but can't quite be collected by anyone. Not sure if that was a shot on net. Either way, MKA now looking to capitalize on opportunity. Matthias Lehrman, lively shot, no! Volleyed his own shot there, couldn't quite get it on target. But if he made that one, it would have been one of the more impressive goals I've ever seen. And he absolutely has the capacity to make that. Production can come from anywhere on this MKA team. Zimbato plays it short there to Smith. Smith centers to Zimbato. Now to Finn on that far wing. Pressure from DK. Playing it forward off the feet of Carrascosa, trying to collect the loose ball is Finn. Finn falls over, gets a foul called on. Not sure where the foul was there. Looks like Finn just kind of fell over. Now taken by Zimbato. Zimbato at the 40, 45. He is going way out of position. Playing this one forward. The sun finally came out. Headed away by MKA. GSB trying to get it back in. Headed away once again by Glossifer. Played back in there by Godfrey Ryan on this near wing. Out of bounds there off of Zimaniski. Now Cesario can play the throw. Gives it to Nitai. Nitai. Weirdest sequence there is they called a handball on Max Ludlow, and then they immediately did the free kick as that attempt there headed away by Harry Finn. MKA now thrown in a very nice spot. Nitai takes a throw in very quickly, looking for a centered Max Ludlow. Ludlow trying to chip it up, can't find anyone, deflected away. GSB now trying to collect in midfield. There's Maniewski, 10. Now taken by the rookie of MKA, cleared out. I'm pretty sure that was a handball. 2, 3, 2, 1. Throwing is pointless. That's going to do it for the first half of action here. A lot of back and forth, very evenly matched, but MKA did have the lion's share of offensive opportunities. Somehow didn't manage to capitalize on one, but did manage to capitalize on a spot kick, one goal coming from a Nick Carrascosa penalty. My name is Ian Tratner, you're watching MKA TV, and we'll be right back with the second half. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MKA TV. My name is Ian Shatner. We are live from Van Brunt Field covering the Prep B Finals here, where your MKA Cougars have an early 1-0 lead over the Gill St. Bernard's Knights. The one goal came from a penalty kick. Currently, I believe the momentum is, at least the lion's share of offensive opportunities, offensive chances is going in the MKA direction. However, it's been a very back and forth game thus far. I have no idea how the second half is going to go. If I did, I wouldn't be here talking to you. So I'm going to tell you all about it as it happens. Nick Carrascosa, senior captain for MKA, looking to start us off here. When that ref's whistle blows, we are good to go. All right. Nick getting himself set. The whistle is going. There is the time. And Raiden Keegan now starts it off for MKA, booting it up, looking for CJDK. Cleared out instead by GSB. Harry Moore looking to run on. Up for Max Ledlow. Ledlow trying to play it into midfield for MKA. Cleared out. Michael Marino now on the wing here for for GSB, cleared out by Max Ledlow. And GSB now have the throw here. Student section wall almost blocking it off as Carter Sestaro takes a quick throw. Morrow. Sestaro and back to Morrow. Now behind there to Harry Finn. Finn under pressure from Nitai Menastanley. That's it off to Sestaro. Combination of Gus Rosen and Nitai. Managed to give it back to Felipe Zumbato, the goalie, who's still pretty out of position. Now with, I believe that is Andrew Smith. Smith looking to play this one forward. GSB now on offensive attack. Brandon Ferreira plays it into midfield for Morrow. Morrow, a shot, roller collected there by Jan, who looks got hit in the face. Time has stopped, and this is not good at all. No trainer on the field yet. Gets up under his own power, looks to be okay, and looks to be continuing. Maybe a little bit of a hurt nose there, but Jan is a monster. He can absolutely deal with that. Ania now sets up from in the net in his own box. Long balls this one, looking for someone. Falls over everyone's head. Castaro's going to leave that one for Zumbato of GSB, and the Knights have clean possession. Zumbato punting this one up into midfield, header down there by Giancarlo Sanchez. It's going to be a foul called on Max Ledlow as Harry Finn looks to take a free kick from literally just maybe just like 2 feet off from the center of the field. Finn boots this one up, headed away by Keegan. That far wing, collecting now is Ferreira. Brandon Ferreira lets that one roll out of bounds. They're going to call that one off of MKA. Renato Panetta now to take the throw. Big substitution here for GSB. Robbie Judd comes off. Coming on is Morrow. Good throw here for Panetta. The box headed away by Keegan into no man's land, however, and Sestaro collects. Sestaro now plays it up this near wing to Marino. Marino pressure from Gus Rosen. Plays it into Sanchez. Sanchez still forced on this near wing. Sestaro. We're going to play this one in, headed up, and back in by Morrow, cleared out finally by MKA. Get back in by Finn. Played forward now by Panetta. Now Cesario, cleared out, plays it back to Haney, clears this one way out past everyone. Zimbardo collects at the 20, going on 25. Booting this one way forward. Back by Keegan of MKA. DK backpedaling, gets ahead on it. Gives it over to Carrascosa. Carrascosa under pressure from Smith. No correction, that is Bodie Godfrey Ryan. Cosa leaves it over to Solomon Lucas. Lucas tries to get back to Carrascosa, gets fouled down, however. Nick looks to be in a bit of pain getting up, but he should be fine. Carrascosa now. About the 42-yard line on that far wing. Boots it in. Zimbardo manages to jump up and collect it there. Zimbardo trying to leave MKA scrambling, trying to boots this one up, out, and quick. So quick that his teammates didn't have a chance to run upfield, and that's going to be an MKA throw. Quick throw here, looking for DK. Off the head of Harry Finn instead. And that goes right in front of that giant scrum of students, so I can't see what's going on. Cesario, I think, with the throw here. Yep. Cesario, headed up and out once again by Morrow of GSB. MKA now with the throw. And taken by Hunt. Correction, that was Hunt. Again, I can't quite see the jersey numbers when it's behind a giant crowd of people. Headed out once again by Finn, and MKA have another throw from Hunt. Pretty much the same exact spot. Out by DK, Hunt, or not Hunt, Finn trying to header it out now with Marino. Marino to midfield for GSB. Plays it down to Sestaro. Sestaro trying to center to Brandon Ferreira. Ferreira loses it there to Keegan. Keegan now plays it up to Lucas. He's ranging over to that far wing, pauses, turns around, gives it over to Cesario. Plays it further back to Wes Naruki. MKA with possession. Naruki gives it to Hania. Hania under a bit of pressure, clears this one out. Hunt on that far wing, on this near wing. Rosen managed to work around a defender, charges into the center. Some wide open options on his far wing. Now gives it over to Cesario. Cesario looking to play this one low and center. Cleared out by Morrow, back with Lucas, however, of MKA. Let's place it forward to Nitai. Nitai under heavy pressure. Is it inside to Lucas? Lucas with an opportunity shot! Off the crossbar! Solomon Lucas just put a bit too much on it. Instead of being 2-0 MKA, it's a goal kick for GSB. Zimbardo. This one out off the goal kick. Forward by Keegan. Panetta manages to get in the way. GSB now with possession. Sestaro. It's near wing. Charges inside. Intercepted there by Max Ludlow. Okay, trying to get possession back. Calling that a foul on Ludlow from Harry Finn. That's going to be a free kick here for MKA. No, for GSB, I should say. Finn now to take it. Finn plays this one short to Morrow. Right now to Marino. Marino back to Finn. Finn to Zimbardo, who's at the 40-yard line. Now at the 45. Zimbardo playing this one away forward. And into the box, catches that one with ease. And MKA have clean possession. Plays it short to Cesario. Cesario now back to Naruki. Naruki now to Keegan. Keegan charging forward. Played up this near wing for Rosen. Finds him cleanly. He's onside. So now with an opportunity up against Sestaro. Into the box. Saved there by Zimbardo. He gets there first. Quickly rolls it out to Morrow. Morrow. Chip this one forward. Keegan trying to run onto it against Ferreira. Keegan gets there first, plays it back to Hania and net. Hania plays it up to Cesario on that far wing. 30-yard line, Cesario takes off. He's a defender. Is he going to pass through? Intercepted there, however, by Smith. Andrew Smith and Nitai trying to battle against it. And that's going to be a battle won by Nitai, but consequence is a throw for GSB. Quick throw here. Back heel for Ferreira, cleared out by Keegan. Calling that a foul on CJ, although it looks like no, didn't look like anything. That was pretty much a foul. So that's going to be a free kick here for GSB, taken by, I believe, Zimbato from just over the 50-yard line. Correction, now it's at the 49. Now it's just behind the 50-yard line. Putting this one up, and off the head of Smith, cleared out there by Lucas. Running onto it, looking for it is Carrascosa. Now with Lucas, MKA now, playing it up to Carrascosa. He's trying to run onto it. Racing up against, gets it, 1-1 with the keeper, boots the pass. Goal, MKA! Nick Carrascosa with the second goal. The game, the Cougars now lead 2-0. Nick Carrascosa gets his second off of an incredible solo run. And Cougars now have a 2-goal cushion to work with. That was impressive to say the least. Get off. Sanchez gives it straight to Zimbato, gives it straight to the fans. That one goes right out of bounds. Okay, now on the throw. They're taken by Hunt. Looking for DK, headed forward by CJ. To midfield, no man's land, however, now taken by Panetta. Panetta now down this near wing with Cestaro. Cestaro playing into midfield under pressure from Nitai. Pass deflected down by Nitai. Carrascosa managing to collect himself. And we might have another one here. Scosa gets Finn, can't quite get onto his own dribble, and that was cleared out by Zimbato. To midfield, jumping for it. Ludlow gets a header off. So does Lucas, but Panetta manages to capitalize first, cleared out. No danger for Keegan, who's going to let this one roll right to Hania in net. Hania collects, top to Naruki. Now to Cesario. Cesario gives that one over to Carrascosa, who gets pushed off the ball, and that's going to be a throw-in for MKA. Quick throw here for Cesario, gives it over to DK. DK under pressure, trying to work his way out of it. Barely manages to do so, and a bit of a scramble for the ball, finally won by GSB. Calling that out of bounds after that scramble. It's going to go out of bounds off of GSB. MKA, yep, throw. Quick substitution here. Coming on, Noah Glossifer coming on, Solomon Lucas. Here from Cesario, off the head of DK, off the feet of Panetta, and that's going to be another throw-in for MKA. Quick throw here to Carrascosa, manages to beat a defender. Into the box, it's chipped, no one's there to receive it, however. Scrambling for it, Cestaro and Gus Rosen. It's up to Marino. GSB now with possession. Back to Cestaro. Now over to Moro. Moro to Sanchez. Back to Moro in midfield. With that far wing, I believe that is... doesn't matter. Ferreira and Naruki both battling for it. Hey. Naruki now trying to clear that one out. Bounces off of GSB and goes out of bounds. MKA was going to have a throw here. Quick throw here. And taken by DK. Played forward by Cesario. Nitai trying to collect, can't do it. Recovers in time, manages to steal it back from Smith. Sanchez steals it right back from Nitai, however. Ferreira leaves it for Sanchez on that far wing, under pressure from both Nitai and Naruki. Just plays it back to Ferreira, back to Sanchez. Taken now by Ludlow. Playing it up now. Carrascosa, pass is deflected down. MKA back with possession. Nitai chipping this one up, looking for a darting Carrascosa. A bit too much power on that one. MKA give up the throw. Just about 27 minutes left in this game. GSB now skirting that sideline. Lose it there, cleared out by Keegan, cleared back in by Finn of GSB. Falls to the feet of, I believe that is Marino. Michael Marino battling up against Thomas Hunt, slid out there by Gustavo Rosen. Gus Rosen managing to make the defensive save. MKA may give up the throw, but as I always say, it's better than a goal. GSB now with the throw in a very, very opportune area for them, taken here by Pineda. Pineda on the long throw, headed away, or headed back by DK, manages to get in the hands of Hania. Gives a quick throw here to a wide open Cesario, meets it in stride. Cesario now with space in front of him, and Carrascosa also cutting in. Cesario takes a shot himself, can't find the corner and can't find Carrascosa. Oh, Cesario almost had an excellent either solo run or assist there, but just was a hair off of both. Instead, it's going to be a goal kick here for GSB. Sabato. Putting this one up. Intercepted there by Hunt. Rosen collects in midfield, loses it, however, to Morrow. Back to Pineda. Pineda trying to play it forward, headed away by Nitai. Or not Nitai, Keegan. Rosen gives it over to Ludlow. Carrascosa trying to collect, manages to. Into midfield there with Lehrman. Matthias Lehrman now gives it over to Ludlow. Ludlow back to Carrascosa. Carrascosa forced out of bounds. Running with the crowd went crazy for us because someone pulled on Carrascosa's jersey. That's not allowed. It's Costa now, that wing, trying to play it in, bounces off of Finn and out of bounds. Quick throw here for MKA. In a very opportune area as well. Throw here, he finds Carrascosa. Carrascosa plays it over his own defender, forced forward into the box. Goal, MKA! Nick Carrascosa weaves it past like 6 different people for his third of the day. And the Cougars now lead 3-0. I'm not even sure what happened there. That might have phased through someone's foot. That's the best explanation I got for how that went in. Cougars now lead 3-0 after that. Crowd is cheering for more, and I agree. Sanchez leaves it now for Pineda. Playing it up, headed down by Keegan. Lucas gives it over to Ludlow on this near wing. Ludlow trying to be his defender. Maybe gets fouled there by Marino, but it's fine. Still out of bounds. MKA get the throw here. The clock is frozen for some reason, still. Not quite sure what's going on there, but I believe an extra 20 seconds just accidentally got added. Quick throw for Hunt, finds Rosen. Rosen trying to give it up to Nitai. Intercepted there, and whoa, bit of a push there by Sestaro. Taken now by Keegan with MKA. Keegan plays it over to Hania. Hania moonshots this one. Pineda can't come down with the header. Now with Godfrey Ryan. Out of bounds off of Godfrey Ryan. It's going to be a throw in here for MKA. Cesario now for the throw on that far side. Down to Matthias. Lehrman Back to Karis. Cesario plays it back to Naruki. Centers to Keegan. And playing it up to Hunt. Hunt on this near wing. Passes the 50. Deeper on that wing now to Rosen. Rosen centers looking for a cutting pass. Can't find anyone. Cleared out there by, I believe that was Sestaro. No correction, that was Panetta. Quick throw here for Hunt. Finds Rosen. It's Rosen darting in. Still darting. Skirts that line. Can't find the head of Learman. Ludlow now passes out to Cesario. Back to Ludlow on that far wing. Under pressure. Plays it into the box. Can't find Nitai in a prime spot. MKA, as I mentioned at the start of this, definitely having the lion's share of possession now. Zimbato can do a lot of work today. Boots this one up. To midfield. Hunt and Jackson Murray kind of got tangled up there, and they're going to call that a foul on Hunt. Free kick here for GSB. Taken here by Harry Finn. Finn now. Booting it up to a scrum, cleared out finally by Naruki. Nitai trying to run onto that one. Before he can, it's going to go out of bounds. Quick throw here for GSB. Finn to Sestaro. Sestaro on this near wing, about the 40-yard line, ranging towards the 45. Looking into the center. The pressure gives it off to Marino. Marino under more pressure from Nitai, now from Rosen. Loses it there, that goes out of bounds off of Rosen. MKA give up the throw there. Like the idea though. Sestaro. Quick throw to Marino. Now taken by Panetta through midfield. Goes coast to coast here, now on that far wing, Sanchez. Forced out of bounds there by Cesario. Sanchez with the throw for GSB. Goes into Panetta. Panetta clears that one up. Cleared out by Naruki, maybe not cleanly, however. So it's collected now by Murray. Naruki trying to get up to Ludlow, and that's thrown down, basically, by Marino. MKA get the free kick. It's probably going to be taken by Jan. Jan's indicating that he wants to take it, so I am correct. Anya from about the 33 on this near wing. Boots this one forward, centering, looking for anyone over everyone's head, including the defenders, and that's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. This game may look somewhat in the hand for the Cougars, but you can never count anything out in this world of soccer. Finn leaves it for Zimbato. Now Smith under pressure on that far wing. Plays that up to, I believe it's Godfrey Ryan, dispossessed there by Matthias Lehmann of MKA. Naruki now plays it back to Hania. Hania booting this one up into midfield, headed away by Marino. Collected by Rosen. Rosen plays it back heel there to Hunt. That gets a bit of a reaction from the crowd. Playing it forward now, looking for Ludlow. Ludlow under pressure from Panetta. Cleared out by Finn of GSB, and MKA is going to have to throw here as we hit the 19-minute 30 mark. Didn't call it the 20-minute mark, so 19-minute 30 is going to be close enough. Round of applause here for Max Ludlow as he comes off. Sure, he replaced him. Fans are streaming out, however, not sure what's going on, but that's fair. Hunt now gives it over to DK. DK plays it in the center for Lucas. He's leaving it for Cesario, darting forward. Cesario almost kept it himself there, accepted there by Smith. Smith now working it up. Taken by Murray. Jackson Murray through midfield, leaves it. Glossifer, guess Noah Glossifer was the one that got subbed on for Hania, and everyone is leaving. Rosen trying to play it up. Keegan now chipping this one up. Headed away by Finn. Away by Sestaro, now to Marino. Marino still on this near wing. No pressure from Glossifer. Use it for Sestaro, now back to Marino. And send it to Sanchez. Sanchez to Pineda. Pineda over to Finn. Finn now to Smith. Smith on that far wing, looking for, I believe that is Bodie Godfrey Ryan. Ryan back to Smith, clearing it forward here. Headed away by Naruki. Falls to the feet of Godfrey. Ryan. It's going to go out of bounds. Quick substitution here coming off was Godfrey Ryan, coming on is Zemanuski. The entire student section just left. That's an incredibly good sign. Zemanuski. We're going to play it in, instead played by Karaskosa. For a handball there on GSB. Okay, now have the free kick. They're going to leave it for Jan. Jan from basically the 30-yard line. Just one forward, way forward, skied, and it's just going to go to nowhere as Zimbato collects. Zimbato. Leave this one for Finn. Finn under pressure from DK, now Rosen. Flex off of Rosen, falls to the feet of Hunt. Hunt kind of lets Ferrer run onto that one. Is that one kind of... Did that one go into the benches? Yes, it did. Absolute power shot into the benches. That one rattled. Throw here from Hunt. They're up by Finn. Collected by Marino. Marino passing it back to Smith. Smith to Zimbato. Zimbato now to Zemanuski. Zemanuski passes it up to Ferreira. No, that is Jackson Murray. Murray now charging forward. Leaves it for Ferreira. Can't quite collect cleanly. Forced to pass it out to Marino. Marino back to Ferreira. Now to Pineda under pressure. Leaves it for Rizmanuski. Now to Pineda. Pineda leaves that one for Sanchez. There's under pressure from Cesario. So we're back heel Rizmanuski. Passing it up now, I believe. I'm not sure who now with Sanchez. Low shot from Pineda is off. Rosen trying to clear this one out. Doesn't have anything on it. Now taken by Marino. Marino trying to work his way through. Judd. Hania makes the save and the slide. Doesn't matter. It's called offside. And MKA have another opportunity here. Or shut down, I guess, another opportunity here. Hania boots this one up over the head of Smith. Costa trying to run onto it, successfully does. Under pressure, falls down. They're not calling a foul. There's Minuski now trying to run it out for GSB. Here's Minuski back with it. Centers there to Marino. Marino manages to get past some MKA defenders into the box. Can't get past Naruki. Okay, clearing it out now with Glossifer. This by Sanchez. Sanchez on that sideline, falls down out of bounds. I believe MKA is gonna... Nope, never mind, free kick. Free kick here, I believe it's taken by Jackson Murray. To the box. Saved there by Keegan. Saved there by Hania! Keegan managing to get that first save as Jan was not quite in the right spot. And that rebounded shot punched out there by the senior. box now. Corner here for GSB. Giancarlo Sanchez is getting ready to take it. Low corner into the box, cleared out by Glossifer, and that's going to be another corner for GSB. Sanchez plays it into the box. Punched out by Hania. Carrascosa now managing to collect against Rezmanuski. Trying to find a cutting Matias. That far wing. Trying to go coast to coast with it. Matias manages to beat Ferreira. Has a bit of open space in front of him. Plays it in. Lucas collects. They're going to wave that one offside. Corner flag was raised, so they're going to call that one off. Zimbardo now, top of his goalie box. Plays this one forward. Headed forward by Panetta. Ferreira. MKA collect. Rosen gives it over to Hunt. Hunt now charging up against Ferreira. Hunt still playing it. Ferreira manages to collect. Ferreira plays it back to Zimbardo. Zimbardo plays this one up, and into the parking lot off of that car there. And that's going to go out of bounds. Substitutions on the field here coming off. No Cesario and Thomas Hunt coming on. Adrian Canizares and CJ Williams. Williams now to take the throw. That guy. DK to Williams. Whoa! Pretty sure the ball that got sent into the street just got thrown back onto the field. Not great. Drop ball here, finds Rosen. Rosen to Williams. Williams now to Keegan. Keegan darting inside. Trying to play it through the middle. Naruki collects. Now Canizares on that far wing. Zares trying to be his defender. Plays it back to Naruki. Naruki centers to Keegan. Keegan now to Williams. Williams with a wide open run in front of him. Plays it up to Carrascosa. Carrascosa trying to spin out after an attempted tackle there by Finn. We call that a foul. No, I believe. Yes. Call that a foul on Finn. Carrascosa quickly played short. Keegan. Keegan now running forward. To the middle, plays it forward to Rosen. Rosen trying to chip this one forward. Accepted there by Finn, cleared out. Williams trying to go up against Judd. Calling that a foul on Williams. 10-minute 30 left to go in this game. MKA up 3-0. Zimbardo. Rolling this one forward. About the 40-yard line, 35-yard line, I should say. Boots this one up. Bounces off of Judd. Plays it forward now for MKA. Rosen, for some reason, trying to go backwards. Loses possession there. Marino for GSB now plays it into Judd. Taken back by Solomon Lucas for MKA. Lucas now with some room in front of him. Pursuers behind. Playing this one forward, looking for Carrascosa. Finds him. Nick Carrascosa with another opportunity, and CJ DK on the wing. Beats his defender, can't beat the goalie as it's tripped up. DK and Zimbardo both racing for it. Zimbardo plays that one out of bounds. Go. What? Man down there for MKA. That's Nick Carrascosa, guy who's currently got the hat trick going. Trainers running out on the field. This is not good, to say the least. This sucks. Well, we here at MKA TV understand that sports such as soccer are high contact, high speed, high intensity endeavors, so to speak. And yeah, this does leave opportunities for injuries to occur. While we obviously hope that they don't, we understand that they can. So if they ever do, we that we hope that the athlete, doesn't matter what team they're on, doesn't matter what sport it is, we hope the athlete does not have to experience a lot of pain, has minimal recovery time, and that the injury is not long lasting and has no complications. That way the athlete go back to playing the sport that they love to play as fast and as comfortably as possible. Kosta is walking up the field under his own power, so obviously a great sign for MKA. Zimbardo takes a free kick. Wait, what? Sure. Now takes a free kick. So down. Kosta is not off the field yet, so Zimbardo did it way too early. All right. Also, he has to back further up. Zimbardo plays this one up. Aired down by Glossifer and rolls out of bounds right in front of the stands here. Throwing here for GSB. Substitutions on the field for MKA. Coming off is Jan Hania, Noah Glossifer, and Gustavo Rosa. Coming on, Luca Anders Wiener, Max Ledlow, and in goal, a recovered Joseph Morante. Recently had an issue with his finger that's kind of going to keep him out for a while, but appears to be back in shape so far. GSB now centers to Andrew Smith. Smith under pressure from DK. So that one over to Sanchez. Sanchez trying to charge forward. It's up there by Lucas. Sanchez gets the throw in for GSB. Judd now plays it into midfield. Dispossessed. Anders Wiener plays it over to Learman. Learman to DK. DK, Anders Wiener running forward now. Nitai Zimbardo trying to play it up. Plays off of Nitai's head. Sanchez collects for GSB. So around the far wing to Rizmanewski. Now taken by Sanchez. Panetta. Now Ichu Chanhal. Sanchez for GSB. And into midfield now, Panetta. Over to Chachal. Pressure from Anders Wiener. Luca Anders Wiener trying to get pressure. Manages to get it out of bounds. Well done there by Luca. Okay, have the throw here taken by CJ Williams. Williams now looking for the long throw. Up by Panetta. Although collects out of bounds, however, by Rizmanewski. Thrown from Chanchal. I don't know. Oh no. Shot left there. Morante collects. Pressure from Rizmanewski. Picks it up. Morante now looking to distribute. Under 7 minutes remain, MKA 3-0 lead. Morante boots this one up off the face of Ludlow, looked at by Anders Wiener. Can't be collected by anyone else. Smith collects for GSB and he gives it back to Zimbardo. Zimbardo rides this one up and past the head of Keegan, collected by Morante. Morante clears out to Canizares. Under pressure from Judd. Forced to give it back to Morante. Ball clearance into midfield. No one can get onto it. Taken out by Panetta. Rizmanewski. Now into Sanchez. Just back to Rizmanewski. Wait, are there two of them? Yes, there are two of them. Okay, I'm going to have to differentiate between the two. Sub here on the field. Not quite sure what it was. Quick throw and headed out there by Smith. Nitai now to take the throw. And Stanley up by DK. DK trying to keep this one in. Manages two. That is Henry Rizmanewski on the ball. It's up to Smith. Smith centers to Panetta. maybe not center, it's just further up the wing. It runs right into, not quite sure who that is. I think it's Charlie Wolf. Zimbato now. Hit up. They're down by Naruki, now taken by Lucas of MKA. Played out there by Julio Rizmanowski. And beats both Rizmanowskis on that far wing, but unfortunately out of bounds in the process. MKA now keeping possession. Itai plays it up to DK. It turns, gives it to Canizares. Zares gives it to Nitai, who barely manages. Nope, no, he doesn't manage to keep it in. That one's out of bounds. Zimbato now on the goal kick for GSB. Played down now. Lucas gives it over to Ludlow. Ludlow gives it up to Anders Wiener. Wiener, under pressure from Murray, loses it, collected back by Ludlow. Back to Luca. Anders Wiener plays it up to Ludlow. Ludlow, in the center, can't find anything, and taken by Sanchez. Sanchez running through midfield under pressure from Lucas. This is down the wing to Murray. Murray to Sanchez. Sanchez now to Panetta. Sanchez, they're skirting the box. And down there, Ishan Magao. Now MKA with it, Nitai playing it up that far wing. And then Stanley plays it in, looking for DK. DK has an open Charlie Wolf, but gives it to Luca Anders Wiener. Anders Wiener into the box. Goal! MKA! Luca Anders Wiener! Reeling away in celebration. Puts this one 100,000% out of the hands of GSB. Mobbed by his teammates. Got Anders Wiener, take a bow, my friends. 4-0 MKA, the scoring is piling on, and more subs come on. Charlie Wolf, Slater Sackman, and Ranveer Chahal coming on for CJDK West Naruki and Braden Keegan. It's like senior day all over again. Round of applause here from the remaining fans.
Well done, CJ.
Moranti collects. The pressure there from Murray. Scoops it up. And just back in the center of the box. 3-minute 20-ish left to go. Booted up by Morante looking for Wolf. Smith running onto it, so is Wolf, collected into the hands of Zimbato. Zimbato quickly distributes out to Panetta. Panetta under pressure. Plays on off to Chanchal. Chanchal. Charlie Freeman, MKA. Pass is intercepted by Panetta. Panetta under pressure from Wolf. It's over to Smith. Smith under pressure from Wolf as well. One of the Rizmanowskis trying to keep that one from going out of bounds. Can't, and that's going to be a throw in here for MKA. Taken now by Canizares. Zares now to Jimenez Stanley. It's Nitai. Back to Canizares, now to Lucas. Lucas. His pass goes over the head of Anders Wiener, but now it lands with Williams. Williams playing it in to Ludlow. Ludlow playing into the center, trying to find a darting Nitai. I'm sorry I keep showing the pole there, but that's going to go out of bounds for an MKA throw taken by Williams. Williams, a couple of options. Throws that one to Ludlow. Low into the box, playing it in. That one maybe skirts the goal line a bit. No one can get onto it, and that's going to go out of bounds. 2 minutes left in the game. One of the Rizmanowskis is a quick throw in here to, I believe that's Panetta. Boots this one up. That's Freeman in midfield, now taken back by GSB with Sanchez. Sanchez blows by his man. Canizares didn't make the clearance, but maybe got tripped up there. Corner here for GSB. See how goalie Joseph Moranti deals with this one. Here's Giancarlo Sanchez to take it. Under 1:30 left to go in the game. Sanchez plays it in. Punch down there by Moranti. Played out. Lost the feet of Henry Rizmanowski. Playing it up there. Now looks for Murray. Finds him. Accepted there by Freeman. Charlie Freeman. Solomonikas plays this one out. Looking for Wolf. Can't find him cleanly. Panetta now. Under a minute left to go. About 45 seconds. Panetta. Slid down there by Nitai, and that's going to be whistled down. Clock's still running. 40 seconds remain. Free kick here in a very nice spot for GSB. 30 seconds remain. Smith now looking to take the free kick. The wall is made of everyone. Smith, low roller is collected by Moranti, and that's probably going to seal the deal. 10 seconds remain. Anders Wiener looking along the wing, can't find it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your Cougars are Prep B champions once again. Teams coming out of the field to celebrate. I do not blame them. What an excellent win. A statement victory and a championship to boot. That was an incredible game by the Cougars. They looked to be in high gear the entire time. Took the lead, never looked back. What a game. 4-0 Cougars. 3 goals, I believe, from Nick Carrascosa and 1 from Luca Anders Wiener. Shutout combined there for Jan Hania and Joseph Moranti. Well, we're going to leave it on for a little bit, and I'm definitely going to be filming some post-game interviews. But at least for the voice, that's going to be it for MKA TV here, as MKA win the Prep B championship once again for a score of MKA 4, GSB blanked nothing. You have been watching MKA TV, your home for Cougar Nation. My name is Ian Tratner. I am your voice of the Cougars, and I will see you all on Thursday, either covering girls soccer or boys soccer state championships. Still haven't decided yet. So stay tuned for that. MKA TV signing off, and I hope you guys have an incredible rest of your afternoon. I'm pretty sure this game ended before, this game ended before 4, so I have the rest of my afternoon to deal with. Anyway, MKA TV signing off. Again, we're going to leave it on for a little bit for the trophy presentation and all that, but at least I'm signing off.